evening, Metal Faithful. It is I, your mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich, and this is the Metal Hammer of Doom. Tonight, we are reviewing Watain, the Agony and Ecstasy of Watain. It came out April 29th, 2022, and we will be reviewing it for you this evening. If you don't know what Watain is, you just like to hear the silliness that is the Metal Hammer of Doom. Watain is a Swedish black metal band formed in 1998. The band's name is taken from an early recording by American black metal group VON, V-O-N. The band have become famous for their Theistic Satanist views, like we all have, and for their live shows, which involve pyrotechnics, candles, satanic rituals, animal carcasses, and blood. At a now notorious live performance in Brooklyn in 2014, they doused audience members in animal blood, allegedly causing some members of the audience to vomit, which is what we all go out for. We all like to go to the club to have a little, Roman vomiting session.
Yeah.
This was picked up and publicized by TMZ, generating controversial about the incident. To date, they have released 6 full albums, as well as 3 live albums and a number of demos, EPs. Their most recent album, The Agony and Ecstasy of Watain, as I said, was released through Nuclear Blast on April 29th. The band's core lineup has remained stable since their formation, consisting of Eric Danielson, Pelle Forsberg, Håkan Rohen, though as of 2015, Hornek no longer performs live. Emil Svensson, a.k.a. E. Forkus, a fellow Uppsala death metal band, none of those are real words, Digil, was recruited as a live drummer. And here to explain in vascular detail all about their demo from 1998, Go Fuck Your Jewish God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Oh, wow, I have that repeated on the playlist.
Yeah, right. Just when you just kick open the door from the basement and you're like ready to re-engage your family, you're like, I would just like to tell everybody to fuck your Jewish God.
Yes. Exactly.
Don't forget, God is in quotes.
Yes.
That's right. That is right.
How you doing, old Dick Tittins?
I'm ready to rock and roll some black metal. This is something I was a little, I don't know. I don't know if I want to like this. I was coming into this a little cautious. Let's find out if I liked it. It's Watain. I've heard Coop talk about it quite a few times already, and I was wondering just how good these guys could be.
This is not the first Watain album we've done. I know I'm 99.9% certain this is the second time we've done this band. And that is because it was requested by the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper, who is going to be taking over as host for the evening. How do you do, Mr. Cooper?
I don't remember us doing a Watain album. I remember the one I requested was Destroyer 666.
We did that one, too. And we did Trident Wolf Eclipse, by the way.
Yeah, did we do Trident Wolf Eclipse?
We did Trident Wolf Eclipse. And I know that because there's actually a webpage for it on our W2Mnet.com website.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm looking right at it.
Okay, yeah, we did. Nuclear
and I was
Alchemy.
part of that.
Yeah. Mark, Coop, and Jesse review the latest Watain album, Trident Wolf Eclipse, on the Metal Hammer of Doom.
Wow, I should have listened to this podcast.
Wow, it's so nice that we get to be we get to have our website and the Radulich and Broadcasting and the W2M. No more scammy productions.
No, they went off and did their own thing. And God bless them. I hope
they included stealing everything that they had from us.
They didn't. No, they just stole the Twitch, but who cares? Like, they stole the one follower we had on Twitch, and that might have been Ronnie Adams.
From the Screaming Boy podcast?
The very same.
The Screaming Boy podcast.
Did you happen to watch the Downton Abbey thing last night that we did? Because I'm back to doing that again. Every time I introduce somebody, I'm like, of the Screaming Boy podcast. So last night it was Melissa Radulich of the Screaming Boy podcast. Because I'm a dick. Anywho, speaking of dicks, take over, Robert.
Ooh, are you saying I am a dick or that I know about them?
Please talk about Watain. Thank you.
Penis. I'm still really disappointed that I did not get to see them live because, unfortunately, they used their MasterCard to try to travel. And the U.S. government said, we only accept visas.
The U.S. government said, fuck your Jewish God, and Watain said, you're right. And back
Yeah,
to
you're
Sweden
like,
they went.
well, we had that one coming. Like, it's, we're going to have that along with Marduk's Fuck Me Jesus, which has a nun, like, masturbating with a cross. That's a,
Oh boy.
that is one I should definitely hang up in the house along with my African Clockwork Orange poster that has a gigantic throbbing penis on it.
A gigantic throbbing penis, you say?
Yeah, and even better, he's wearing a cock nose. Yeah, apparently African movie posters, they just give them a like sort of a base description and say go hog wild. That's why the one for Space Jam has Michael Jordan with a fucking Uzi and Bugs Bunny with titties with another Uzi.
Perfect. So
it's great.
So what else can you tell us about Watain before we get into the first three tracks on the agony and ecstasy of said Watain?
The thing I was really disappointed about is because I was very interested in the live show because, you know, they're with the blood. Now, I'm not as interested in the animal carcasses, fortunately.
Sure.
That was really cool like 10 years ago when I was 20.
Right.
Now that I'm 30 and a man of great scholarly knowledge and I'm just full of shit. I just don't want fucking blood and dead animals everywhere.
I mean, who
like
does?
That's
besides
understandable.
Yeah, I mean, Watain, my uncle, like, something like that.
Oh, Uncle Coop with his animal carcass everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they're just everywhere. But yeah, I mean, Watain, their music, I know we Remain on our pre-show a few weeks ago. I really like the fact that they can slow it down sometimes, but the instrumental work on their faster songs, while yes, it does retain that sort of the gallop you get in a lot of your black metal. That's more or less surfer music with distortion, because black metal's totally surfer music with that's down tuned with distortion. It's pretty funny.
It's like Dick Dale.
It is not Dick Titton though.
No. Dick Titton has nothing to do with this, but it's all Dick Dale.
What's Dick Dale?
The surfer music dude.
I've never heard of Dick Dale.
You've never heard of Dick Dale.
No,
Jesse, he's never heard of Dick Dale.
Dave.
Well,
Dick Dale. My
so
cat thinks I'm calling him.
Jesse, can you believe that Robert Cooper has never heard of Dick Dale?
Unbelievable. I mean, this guy lived from May 4th of 1937 to March 16th of 2019, and you're trying to tell me you've never heard of this guy.
He's
never heard of Dick Dale.
You didn't realize that his name, maybe you know him by his real name, Richard Anthony Monsoor. Do you know that?
No.
Okay, all right, well.
have ignition.
And now you've heard of Dick Dale. I'm glad we could fix that for you.
I didn't know that was Dick Dale because I was like, oh, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, man.
I was just going to continue to read Wikipedia facts until Mark jumped in there.
Thank you, Jesse. I love you. You are my primary. You're my primary, my secondary, my tertiary. You are my entire polycule.
That's great. I feel so accomplished tonight.
He's gonna walk upstairs. What the fuck is a polycule?
Yeah, that's
You
something
say
I'll have to...
polyfuel?
No, like molecule, polycule.
Interesting. See, I was thinking polyfuel. I'm like, that sounds like the drug.
The minute you start putting chemistry references to describe a relationship, I think that's the minute I'm out.
We live in a fucked up world. I'm just gonna tell you that. These are all jokes, ladies and gentlemen. All jokes. Just all kinds of jokes about the polyamorous community. Just want to make sure I went and said that. These are these are jokes I have with my friend, my good platonic monogamous friend Jesse Starcher. Just want to make sure I said that.
Okay. All right.
I said platonic and monogamous. No, of all the shit that I've said, those two things
now.
were absolutely true.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I will agree. I will agree with you there.
Like, are you? Is there something you'd like to share with the class, Jesse?
Not arguing. No,
Okay.
I was just making sure. That's all.
Okay, are we not platonic? Because if we're not platonic, Rage Against the Machine is going to be really fun.
Oh.
And it just got weird.
Coop, tell me about Watain in this album.
Do you need extra meat in your sandwich, boys?
Dude.
If you can get a ticket to the Cleveland Rage Against the Machine show, you can absolutely be the cream in our Oreo there, Robert.
Let's
Cooper.
see. Cleveland, right again.
Trying to see, like, can I get there?
Let's see. Oh, hey, that's in 2022. Yeah.
Don't you know a dude that doesn't live too far from Cleveland, if I remember correctly?
Well, he actually moved back to Winston.
Oh, did he?
He did.
I didn't know that. Okay.
We're taking a weekend trip to North Carolina in August, Melissa and I.
Are you?
Yeah. Fuck. Where are we going? Hang on. Tell us more about
Charlotte.
Watain so I can cut you off and then tell you about where we're going.
Oh, interesting. That's July 27th. Only $112 for tickets.
We're going to Summerfield. That's where we're going.
The fuck is Summerfield, North Carolina?
In Summerfield.
Oh shit! It's in Guilford. Okay. Oh, it's near Oak Ridge. All right. So that's like it's kind of near Greensboro area.
Yeah, I think it's like a suburb of a suburb of a suburb of Greensboro.
Yeah. Let's see. How far is that from? I think it's like 2 hours from me. I'll just come in and say hi. I'll join your poly party.
Yeah, please do. Please interrupt my polycule that I'll be having in North Carolina.
Actually, it's only an hour and a half. That's not bad.
Sweet.
Yeah. Just let me know. I'll just show up butt naked.
Can you bring Natalia?
Either that or I'll. I mean, yeah, that'd be fun. We'll just show up. We'll add to the polycule.
Bring your whole dance troupe to my polycule.
That'd actually be hilarious.
That would be. I'm going to give you the dates. I'm going to give you the deets when we get done here. Okay, Coop?
Oh, yeah, girl. This has been a great Watain podcast. I'm sure any fan of Watain that has listened that was like, oh, yeah, fucking black metal they're talking about has already tuned out.
Yeah, they have ditched this podcast. They're like, this got weird in a hurry. Fuck these guys.
They're like, these guys are a bunch of posers.
I was thinking a totally different word, but nonetheless. Hey,
Poontangers?
All right, who wants to hear some music? Yeah? That isn't Dick Dale.
I do.
Jesse, would you please like us to move this the fuck along and play some music?
Yes, please.
Welcome to Fuck Jesse's Life podcast. Here's 20 minutes of nonsense that we did not play to talk about. All right, speaking of which, first three songs. Ecstasies in Night Infinite,
No.
The Howling, and Ceremosa.
Dave, you motherfucker, stop that.
right, so 2 out of 3 of those didn't annoy the living shit out of me. Because as much as I like black metal, I also like rhythmical music. And like that first one, Cooper, I can't do the non-rhythmic black metal when it's just like the rapid fire banging on the crash or whatever. And it's just like, you know, but that kind of a thing. I like when it has more swing to it. So the Howling in Saramosa of that set of 3, I really, really liked. Especially like Saramosa. Saramosa had a nice little swing to it. The Howling had good rhythm. So 2 out of 3 so far, really, really solid. What do you think?
I mean, I actually liked all 3 of these. I really felt like Ecstasies and Night Infinite gave me, it's really just the naming of it, but I was just imagining, what was it? The fucking Emperor album, the Nightside Eclipse. Hold on, I got this. In the Nightside Eclipse by Emperor is what I was thinking of the whole time, which it kind of has a little bit of the similar guitar work to early Emperor. I like it. I like the Howling more than Ecstasies just because I feel like it kind of bleeds into it a little more and stands out. Saramosa, though, I actually like that they slowed it down a little and gave everything some room to breathe. Mm-hmm. I like that decompressed aspect of it. The solos in these songs are fucking killer too, by the way. Dug it. I really fucking dug it.
Yeah. Jesse, what'd you think?
Yeah, so the first 3 surprised me because I thought I was not going to enjoy what I was going to get from these guys. And I have absolutely no qualms with what we got here. I did like
Really? Even that first
Saramosa.
one?
Yeah, and it's so funny. You played the first one, and I thought you were playing another Dick Dale thing. It was so strange because I was sitting there going, "Oh, he's doing the Dick Dale bit again." And he forgot to flip over to the right playlist. But no, I listened to this album about 5 times today, and I mean, spoiler alert: there's not going to be a song here that I felt needed to be skipped. I have my favorites off of this album. Saramosa's up there. Ecstasies in the Night Infinite and The Howling, both, I mean, they're decent songs. I didn't hate this. I think the one thing that turns me off about black metal is the vocals can really grate on me. Mm-hmm. And they didn't, for some reason, that didn't happen. Sure. Yeah. Pretty much like that. Yes, exactly.
Evil, in league with Satan, evil.
Now the hard part about this thing is with the vocals, you can't, unless you've got the lyrics up in front of you. You have no way of knowing what they're
both
saying.
of you.
I feel like actually what?
Jesse's just like, I'm so sick of both of you. Fuck
He's
off.
just like, I'm going to get my point out.
I'm going to keep talking.
Stop me.
I don't give a shit if anyone hears me over these 2 assholes. I'm going to keep talking. I love it. Go ahead.
2 more seconds. Yes. Go ahead, Coop. What was he going to say?
No, I was going to say, I actually, in terms of black metal vocals, I find Watain's to be fairly more intelligible than your average bear.
Well, you're probably right, because I'm not listening to a lot of black metal, really. So you're probably, because there are some times where I can make out what the guy was saying. But
because I actually find death metal to a lot of times be a little harder than some black metal, especially when you start getting to the fucking gurgly toilet vocals.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like old Cannibal Corpse, but Chris Barnes' Cannibal Corpse can be a little obnoxious sometimes. It sounds like you took a dump and the Roto-Rooter wasn't gonna do it for you.
At least the guy from Deicide is somewhat intelligible. I mean, that's still more just banging on the crash. But like, I remember, Coop, have you ever heard the album Once Upon the Cross?
Yes.
So it's fucking dope, though, right?
I fucking love me. I love Deicide.
Yeah, Deicide's the fucking shit, dude. But like, if you listen to Once Upon the Cross, you can clearly hear him say that, and you can somewhat make out the rest of the song. And I think that follows for all of the album Once Upon the Cross. Whereas like Chris Barnes from like early Cannibal Corpse, I mean, we're like talking Hammer Smash Face era. You can't understand a fucking word that guy is literally just going rah 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 rah, and then like you leave the lyric just like I'm going to rape your pussy with a cactus. It's like yikes, and like I got none of that from what he said though. You know, it's like literally it's just like I'm gonna fuck you with a donkey dick, and it's like that's not what you just said.
The funniest death metal vocals I've ever heard is a band called Demolish.
Yeah.
And it sounds like somebody's slurping water out of a bowl. Like,
What kills me is fucking 6 Feet Under is so much more intelligible, which is weird.
It's probably because he got off of his bullshit and finally decided to maybe be somewhat intelligible.
Jesse, did you ever listen to any death metal from before we started doing this show? Like, had you been exposed to any of these bands that we're talking about?
No.
Like,
listened? I may have, no. I mean, maybe in passing in some way, but it's not like I was seeking out Cannibal Corpse or I was seeking out 6 Feet Under. For some reason, I'm thinking I have heard of before. And I'm talking like...
I was going to say, you're probably thinking of the television show.
Well, I know exactly. I've seen that. What's the big 6 Feet Under album song?
Shadow of the Reaper is my favorite.
Okay. I was always thinking, you know what? I'm more familiar with 6 Feet Under's cover songs than I am with their actual album.
Oh,
they did an entire fucking covers album of just like AC/DC songs. I think it's great.
Oh wow,
yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh, you not heard this, Jesse?
Oh boy, Mark Radulich. I have not heard this.
You've not heard 6 Feet Under's covers albums?
Oh boy.
Have you? How have you not heard any of these, Jesse?
I have not.
That's crazy to me.
Clicks. Clicking.
Shut up! Stop ruining the magic.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I think they've got it figured out.
So that
was the intro to another song.
Yeah, I was like, let me wait.
So that's 6 Feet Under, baby. Doing 3 different cover songs. They have a couple of different.
When Chris Barnes was like, "Won't you listen?" and Jesse was like, "Do I gotta?"
So yeah, Chris Barnes sounding intelligible on 6 Feet Under, Graveyard Classics. Jesse,
Lovely.
I mean, everything sounds like Cannibal Corpse a lot if you listen long enough, right, Jesse?
That's right.
Everything is Cannibal Corpse.
Quite a few times there, Coop.
Coop, in your opinion, what do you think is less intelligible, Cannibal Corpse or Napalm? Like early, like first 10 years Napalm Death.
As a whole.
Yeah, like if you were to take, like, let's say the first 10 years of Cannibal Corpse and the first 10 years of Napalm Death, which do you think is less intelligible?
That's tough.
Yeah, right?
Well, because Napalm Death is more of a grind outfit, so like their stuff is a lot faster, which means there's a lot less time for syllables to be separated.
Sure.
So I think I have to give it to Napalm Death, which is hilarious. Their first album, if I'm not mistaken, one that's Scum, has Lee Dorian on vocals, who later went to go join, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tiamat, which is a power metal band. So, like, yeah, he just went straight from one extreme to the other. Yeah, Lee Dorian. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's English. Oh, Cathedral, duh. Fucking love Cathedral, by the way.
Ugh, I can't do the doom metal. I just can't. Somebody asked me, I was talking to somebody about metal recently, and they were like, oh, you're into... I was talking to this girl who apparently travels for her job. That's what it was. And she's like, what kind of music do you listen to? And I was like, oh, I listen to metal. She's like, oh. And then she was like Opeth. And I was like, of all the bands you're gonna quote to me, like that's the one you centered on. And I'm like,
fucking love Opeth.
I'm sure you do, but you know me, I'm not into the doom
I love
metal.
Old Opeth, modern. They're not even doom metal. They're like a progressive death metal.
They're fucking boring as shit, is what they are.
Well, it's because they're a progressive death metal, and also because they're for people with taste. I'm kidding. Their new stuff, though, like, I gotta say, like, don't get me wrong, Mike Ackerfeld's a damn good guitarist, but like, the '70s were cool in the '70s. I don't need a fucking tribute act.
See, I like, Jesse and I like the old, like, the new metal bands doing, like, the old 70s rock shit. Right, Jesse?
Like,
that's right.
I feel like Greta Van Fleet is, like, it's all right for what it is, but there's a certain point that I feel like it's not original. Like, I feel like it's just very...
Have you ever heard Opeth's cover of Wood?
Yes. Have you ever heard... Stop chewing my headphones, you fucking cat.
Jesse, have you ever heard Opeth's cover of Wood?
What wood
No.
of what?
Wood by Alice in Chains.
Oh, I was thinking WOOD. I was like,
No,
what
not
the hell?
Wood. Wood, WOULD.
Yeah, I
Question
got you.
mark.
No, I don't think I have.
You've never heard Opeth cover Wood?
Jeez.
You've never heard Opeth cover Wood? Oh, that's incredible. Jesse Starcher, try to see it once. Fucking once, my way.
I'm going to seek that cover out and listen to it fully.
They also have a really good cover of Soldier of Fortune by Deep Purple.
All right, if I
Nice.
I feel like if I don't go play the next 3 tracks from the actual album we're reviewing, Jesse is going to fly to Tampa and kick me in the nuts.
So do you think they're gonna give his passport a tamp stamp?
Tamp
Stamp. Jesse, would you like me to play the next 3 songs?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay. Well, the next 3 songs are Black Cunt, as we all know.
You are what you eat.
Indeed. Leper's Grace. And finally, of this Black... And when we come back, Jesse Starcher is going to tell us what the Angry Metal Guy thinks about all this.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. And then Before the Cataclysm. But Jesse Starcher of the Screaming
Yes.
Bear podcast,
That's me.
what does the Angry Metal Guy think about all this?
Oh, so Coop, the Angry Metal Guy, did not have a chance to review
That
this
is
yet.
surprising.
Well, it doesn't mean that he's not going to, because trust me, there are reviews for Trident Wolf Eclipse, The Wild Hunt, Lawless Darkness. So I have a feeling they just haven't had a chance to get to this yet. This dropped, what, last week?
April 29th,
has it-
yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, so it's been a little while then.
Yeah, it's been like about a month.
Okay. Well, maybe they're just slow to turn things around over there at the Angry Metal Guy. But
He's busy.
he may be busy.
He's taking anger management courses.
But we've got some other reviews here. So, Man of Much Metal, who we've talked about on this podcast before, score of Much Metal is 90% for this album.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. Sonic Perspectives gives this an overall 9.0 out of 10. We have, this is Blabbermouth. Blabbermouth.net gives us an 8 out of 10.
Huh.
GBHBL gives us a 9 out of 10. And then Metal1.info gave this an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Very high reviews for this album. And one of the things that I'm trying to find specifically what was said, because it was right at the beginning of the review. This is an album that, again, I said I was kind of scary. I was kind of scary. I was kind of scared going into it because I didn't know specifically.
He was kind of scary. He's just like, ooh, I'm Jesse Starcher. I listen to black metal.
My family thought I was pretty scary listening to this when they went to school this morning.
Like, what satanic music has Mark got him listening to now?
What is Dad summoning today?
Right. But it is.
You're a wizard, Jesse. Sorry, go ahead.
It's something that you can listen to over and over, and it doesn't get old for me. So the high reviews are probably a good representation of, black metal, I think, as it gets reviewed. Some of these names that I was throwing out there, like Blabbermouth, I usually don't see them. I'm sure they do, but I usually don't. I'm not going there for black metal reviews. They gave them an 8 out of 10. So it's definitely striking a chord with a lot of people. And what we just heard there, we heard those 3 songs: Black Cunt, Leper's Grace, and Before the Cataclysm.
We say that so matter-of-factly. And, over here we have our bakery items, and over here is the
Black Cunt.
And over here is the Black Cunt, as you can perfectly
a nice
see.
selection of Black Cunt.
Would you like a Black Cunt? We've got plenty. We've got Black Cunts to serve all kinds of occasions.
Leper's Grace stood out to me.
Wait a minute. I'm going to stop you right there. That didn't sound right at all.
Your Honor, once again, my client doesn't know what he's saying.
He doesn't know what he's saying. He blames it on all the Bridgerton.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm hearing here so far. There's nothing like I said, there's nothing in here that's making me get upset with being beaten over the head with black metal vocals. And
I honestly thought you were going to say being beaten over the head with black cunts.
Oh, yes. Well,
I mean, and who hasn't been?
I wear it as a hat, frankly.
Worst things?
The cunt cap. I look like Buckethead.
Shut up, Tanya. Get me off of this.
Let me look and see what else. That's about all I have when it comes to reviews.
You're going to say, let me Google black cunt.
Yes.
Let's see what we can find on that.
Let's see if Mindy checks your search history later.
Let me share my screen quickly.
What I like about where we've gotten to with this podcast is that Jesse has just given the fuck up on both of us. And he's just like, I'm going to keep talking about the actual album because I'd like to A, be done before tomorrow, B, I'm just
before
so sick
tomorrow, that's 20 minutes from now. Not likely.
Let's see if we can get through the rest of this then. How does that sound?
Sometimes 20 minutes is all I need.
Oh, baby.
Did you see the TikTok where it was just like, all of these people talking about how long sex should be, and it really shouldn't be that long at all. I can't remember what the exact numbers were, but however long you're taking is probably about right, which made me feel better.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Well, I think in the history of men watching porn, we have been trained to think it should be longer because porn scenes take a while, right? For it to be worthwhile. But the reality is, I don't know about the rest of you guys. Say what?
I said this whole porn stuff's all new to me. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Right, you and Evan, next to godliness, no porn. I get it. Some language. But for the rest,
some language starcher. That's what you need to call me.
You have so many nicknames.
Some language starcher, the Big Titten, Jessykins, Mr. Big Time,
the bratty submissive.
The bratty submissive.
The monogamous one.
Yes, Mr. Monogamy. Get Jesse Starcher. But for the rest of us mortals, Let me talk to Cooper over here for a second. Hi, Coop.
Hey, buddy.
Arr. It's like you're trained though. You watch porn, you think it should take a while, and then like you get into it in real life. And even if you're in tip-top shape and you've got some cardio about you, it's not taking nearly as long as the average porn scene. You know what I mean? And so people, I think,
Yes.
yes, I see. And so like you feel bad about yourself because you can't go as long as the mythology. And then somebody put out like there's a lot of like sex facts TikTokers out there, and they put in there like I'll have to find it and send it to you guys. It should only take like X amount of like thrusts and Y amount of minutes. So I felt good about that. Do you feel good about that, Jesse?
Yeah, find my TikTok account. Send them all there.
I will. I'm going to send it to. Actually, I'm not going to
send it to Mindy.
Yeah, I'm totally sending it to Mindy.
Fantastic.
He's like, I'm going to be banned from Dave & Buster's by the time it's done.
Jesse is trying to figure out how many more unspoken issues he could do in a week.
I am double booked.
All right. Anything else about these last 3 songs? Otherwise, we will get to the actual last 3 songs, and then we will be done for the evening, so that Jesse can walk into the woods to live deliberately.
No, I'm good.
All right,
I'm ready.
Here we go. Last 3 songs of the night. For real this time. I'm not playing any more covers. I swear. Because neither one of these guys is ever going to say to me again, no, I haven't heard that before, Mark.
Blink twice.
We remain Funeral Winter, and for your listening pleasure out there in podcast world, Septentrion. So that's Watain, the Agony and Ecstasy of Watain. I mean, it was okay. I like most of it. I don't know how much replay values is going to get with me. Definitely doing this because I love Robert Cooper and I want to make him happy, and this makes him happy, and so that's why we did it. But for me, it's, it was meh. I could give it, I could take it, I could put it in a polycule, I could smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
Oh no.
Oh no. Jesse Starcher, do me baby.
Oh my. Oh my. So there is a lot more ecstasy than there is agony on this album. How's that?
Could you please put that on Rotten Tomatoes?
I enjoyed myself. I didn't hate this. This was actually something fun to experience. There wasn't anything on here that made me go, oh my goodness, I've got to get this out to somebody. That it definitely felt like a black metal album. The word that was used to describe this that I agreed with was catchy. There are a few songs on this album that are, I mean, they're kind of catchy. I'm not obviously singing them, but I am bobbing my head to what we have. What we listened to with that 10th song, Septentrion. I want to go with that. Septentrion. I like that song. We listened to We Remain. That was the one we covered when we did our Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. That one's okay. I mean, it's slower. I think that walking away from this album, this one will be the one I remember the most. Apparently, I completely forgot the one we covered with Trident Wolf Apocalypse or whatever it was called. Trident Wolf Eclipse? Wolf Trident Eclipse? 3 prongs and a ding-dong? Something like that.
Yes!
But yeah, that...
3 prongs and a ding-dong, or as Mark likes to call it, the polycule.
Yeah, the polycule on a cracker. I don't know. But polycule, yeah. So, I enjoyed myself, Coop. I think this is one of those bands where I could say, hey, I listened to them and I enjoyed what I heard.
Yeah, I mean that's where I was with this album. Like, I really felt like this is an album that the more you listen to it, the more it grows on you. It's like moss. Like, it's just gonna kind of seep around, and you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I guess I'm covered in moss now.
Look at this, done it again.
Yeah,
I'm covered in moss.
Every day I'm getting covered in moss.
What?
That's it. Every day I'm getting covered in moss.
Yep, and then just one day you're going to be like, oh, fuck, where'd all the moss go? I miss all the moss. So, I mean, yeah, if I were to say anything about this album, I said I would definitely, and they offered me more, I'd say moss. That was so fucking awful. I mean, I give this album a solid 4 out of 5. Like, it definitely has staying power. Not all the songs are 100%, but there's nothing I'd kick out of bed for eating crackers.
All right. Well, Coop got his one pick for the year, and now he's done. Now it's back to what I want to do because it's my podcast. How about that? Next week is my birthday week. I'm gonna be like a total girl about this. Next week is all the stuff I want to do. Okay, it's all about me, Jesse. Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. All right then.
It's all about me, Mark Radulich, and my 46 years on this godforsaken planet.
Are you getting it?
I'm getting it, baby. I'm getting it. I love Def Leppard, and I will talk about it in vascular detail next week. I've seen them like dozens and dozens of times, probably as many times as I've seen Clutch, if not more. Probably as many times as I've seen Slayer, if not more. I absolutely love Def Leppard. I could talk about them for hours. So Def Leppard's dropping a new album this Friday, the 27th of May, 2022, depending on when you're listening to this. And we will cover it next week, the day before my birthday. My last year on planet Earth, in the year of our Lord, 2022, of being, how old am I? 45 years old. Because on June 2nd, I will be 46 years young. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Whew, I hear you, buddy. They're creeping up on us.
So,
boy, howdy, aren't they?
So we'll do that on June 1st, and then the next day, Jesse's coming to my birthday party. Jesse, you gonna wear a birthday hat? We're gonna
I
eat
will
cake?
I'll have a hat on probably.
Sweet.
Ooh, I hope you bring your birthday suit with it.
I'm gonna be.
I'm always wearing my birthday suit.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be me. Speaking of nude beaches, it'll be myself, Jesse, and Robert Winfrey, naked as the day we were born, in just birthday hats.
I cannot wait to see Winfrey on board with this one.
And we will be doing my favorite thing, talking about a David Simon show. We own this city.
Bam, bam. We own this city.
We own this city on rock and roll. Wow.
Now it's
Hey.
at Baltimore. Go ahead.
Hey, does We Own This City not feel like the 6th season of The Wire?
Well, it's up there. Yeah, it's very much a
Yeah.
David Simon thing. Very,
yes,
very
it
much.
is. Very much so. And
And I love John Bernthal in this.
Oh, he's great.
I mean, I think I'm in the episode 2 or 3 right now.
Mhm.
But how far are you?
I've only finished episode 1, but the look he gives them when he's in the interrogation room is the best.
Yeah.
John Bernthal for all the acting awards ever.
Oh man, he's just like he doesn't even say a word.
No, everything
Not
is in his.
word.
He is so acting with his face, and it's the best. It's just absolutely
it is.
phenomenal.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So yeah, we'll be for my birthday. I could have spent time with my wife on my birthday. Fuck that noise. I'd rather spend it with Robert Winfrey and Jesse Starcher, naked in birthday hats, talking David Simon. Could you not think of a better birthday party, Jesse?
Cannot understate the fact that I will be dressed during that podcast. Maybe
You're
overstated.
going to be dressed in a birthday hat.
And a bow tie.
Ooh. Now it's turning into a Chippendales. You're going to be
Wow.
Rescue Rangers.
That's right, baby.
Hey, I watched that tonight. That was a good movie.
I haven't
liked
watched it yet. It'll be a little while before we get to it. All right, so that's what's going on. Here in the month of June, I had to kill one of the Metal Hammer of Dooms for a variety of reasons. So after June 1st, we will be back on June 22nd, and we will be doing Lordy Skelectric Dinosaur. Skelectric Dinosaur. And then June 29th, Ailstorm, 7th Rum of a 7th Rum. And then in July 6th, we'll be doing Lordy again, Master Beast from the Moon. We are skipping a week. And then we come back with Megadeth. Robert Cooper. Megadeth, the sick, the dying, and the dead. And that'll take us all the way through the end of July. So, Metal Hammer of Doom will be moving to most Mondays going forward in August. We've got Soulfly Totem on August 8th. We've got, it would be better if I just looked it up this way on my calendar. Yeah. Okay. So, Soulfly Totem, Monday, August 8th. Five Finger Death Punch Afterlife, Monday, August 22nd. Machine Head of Kingdom and Crown, Monday, August 29th. Blind Guardian, The God Machine, September 6th. And that'll be on a Tuesday. Skid Row, The Gang's All Here, will be October 17th. That's on a Monday. And then on October 31st, Halloween night, assuming... well, Jesse, you do your Halloween thing on like whatever the Saturday is, so you'll be free Halloween night if I remember correctly.
Right.
Okay. So we will be shifting the Metal Hammer of Doom from audio only to the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox, Episode 1 on August 31st, Halloween, which is... The format's going to be, and I'll talk about this as time goes on, but the format's going to be we each bring a video... And we spend an hour basically doing what we've been doing with the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. So me telling sex stories and trying to embarrass Jesse, and Robert Cooper making really funny sex jokes. And then we watch a video. And then rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So
I hope there's going to be a lot of rinsing because it's going to be kind of dirty.
Uh-huh.
But not as much in the fun way.
So are we excited about this whole Metal Hammer of Doom jukebox idea?
I am.
Yeah?
I mean, it makes me moist.
No boy.
Oh, my.
It moistens the
boy.
cloisons if you follow me.
I'd
feel
rather
you.
not.
I feel you, I feel you, Robert Cooper, all over.
Good. Are you wearing the hat too?
Absolutely. So, like, we might occasionally still do one audio album review only, like we've been doing all these years. But at least for the future, we're going to be cutting that out and just focusing on video. And so we'll be doing this Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox, 3 videos per episode, plus a lot of moderately insulting homosexual behavior. So I hope you will enjoy the Metal Hammer of Doom that you've come to love, just in video form only. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Oh, there's so much stuff we can do with this, too.
Yeah.
Like, what we ought to do, like, we could have a theme show one time, just be like, okay, pick a theme. All right, fire. All right, and then all of us have to find videos that revolve around or involve fire in some way.
Every video I pick is always going to be Slipknot and Korn doing Sabotage. Just want you to know that.
Okay.
Oh, so every video I'm going to have is Immortals Call of the Winter Moon.
Great. This is already a terrible idea.
Right, yeah. We got plenty of people.
You've seen that video, right?
I have not.
It is the goofiest fucking thing. It is white boys in panda bear makeup being goofy as shit.
Put it on the list.
And it's from like 1993, so the video quality is VHS-tastic.
Nice.
That is fantastic. All right, folks. So that's all for the Metal Hammer of Doom tonight. Jesse, before I go over to you, last night we had my wife and David. My wife, with apparently all her boyfriends, told her all her male friends, not boyfriends, male friends that are male, penises.
Walking penises or talking penises?
Actually, I had to have been talking.
The very same. Told her she had a very sexy voice, and they were just lining up to shower her with praises.
Really?
And tell her how wonderful she
there.
is. None at all. Absolutely none. There's no possible way they may have been feeding her compliments for an ulterior motive.
Listen,
what guy does
are
that?
Bullshit.
Your wife's contributions to the Tripped Up Trivia helped out a lot. I didn't get any comments about my voice, though, and I'm a little upset about that.
Same here. And I have been told I have a very sexy voice, but apparently when my wife is around, she eclipses the moon. And
if it's getting us listens, get her back on there.
What she's going to be getting is an OnlyFans if this keeps up. Anyway, so
plug your TikTok.
Dude, you should have seen the fucking Downton Abbey thing last night, because I'm just like, listen, you want to plug your Snapchat? I really had to stop myself from saying, do you want to plug some other stuff? It's really funny.
Do you want to plug that guy?
Do you want to plug your Tinder? Do you want to plug?
Do you want to
plug your Bumble? No, but really, we're monogamous. It's fine. These are all jokes.
Polycule.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what you could possibly be talking about, Mark.
No.
Somebody's going to send me an email and be like, that Mark guy that you're on there, is he in a poly thing? No, he is not.
No, absolutely not. That's
I mean, talk. He lives in a polyhedron.
No, I didn't. I totally didn't have to fight the urge to ask her if she would wanted to plug her OkCupid, because she wouldn't have one of those. She's, in a committed relationship.
OkCupid.
OkCupid.
Okay, asshole.
Hey, Melissa, do you want to plug your field? Anyway, enough making fun of my wife. She was great, though. Her and David Wright did a great job on the Downton Abbey 2 podcast. That's up in the archives now. This has been like all David all the time this month. He was on the Top Gun on trial, where we talked about men being men. Jesse, how do you feel about that?
Men. That's great.
The very same. And then we re-aired the Iron Eagle alternative commentary that I did from my hospital bed when I was getting cancer treatment back in 2019.
Damn.
I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Remember that? Remember I was podcasting from the hospital like a fucking man?
Yes, I was part of that.
Yes, you were.
Man.
Yeah. And instead of spending time with your nurses.
Oh, they spent time with me, all right. They were putting all kinds of stuff in me. Exactly.
Hi, Natalia.
Hi, Natalia. Speaking of hi, Natalia, Jesse, what do you got going on source material?
Oh, well. Hey, last week was the Super Blog team-up, Mark.
It certainly was, Ollie.
I dropped the Super Blog team-up contribution from source material, Darker Image, where I covered the one and only issue of Darker Image that's out there. Covered the 3 stories. We had the Max, we had Blood Wolf, and we had Death Blow. So it was a lot of fun to talk about that. Tripped Up Trivia dropped this. Well, no, it'll be dropping this coming Sunday on the 29th, I believe is when it's scheduled. And we had 4 wonderful contestants show up and test their knowledge and trivia skills with sci-fi questions. And returning champion David Wright did appear. Does he get to hold on to his championship? You're going to have to tune in and find out. Play along with us. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We had a good time. Ronnie and I did record Jurassic Park Devils in the Desert, and that's coming up here, I think, beginning in next month sometime. So
Yes.
Watch out for that to drop.
The week before
Extreme.
the week of June 10th before Jurassic World comes out.
Okay. Extreme Justice number 0, Unspoken Issues episode just dropped today. And I have a source material on Mad Balls number 1 popping up this coming Friday. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, feel free to jump onto the source material comics feed, subscribe, and you'll get all of our shows when they drop. So, that's about all I've... Oh, hey, I will plug real quick. I don't know when this is going to air, but we're recording it next Friday. I am going to be taking part in a podcast with Kapow, the Pop Cultured podcast, and we're going to be talking and counting down our top time travel movies.
Oh my God, that's like you need to retire after that because it's not getting any better
That's
for
what
you.
I told him. I said, dude, this is like the one podcast that I was born for, I swear. So it's going to be fun. Yeah,
You need to be like me. You need to be like me and just take the fuck over. Just throw everybody in the pool.
It's going to be an interesting show because I think, as far as I know, there's going to be 5 of us participating. And I don't know. Sometimes they make us do, like, we have to come up with a list. So you can, like, veto other people's shit.
Oh.
And, yeah, it gets interesting. So I don't know if that's the format that we're going to follow here or if we're going to just do kind of like what our comic book covers one was, where we get to all bring our 10 to the table and just go over them. But if it involves vetoes, I think we're all going to agree what's going to be at number 1. But all the stuff below that, it's going to be interesting.
Rock on, man. All right, Cooper, you want to plug the girls that that have podcasts that aren't currently doing podcasts?
Yeah. I have a friend of mine, Hannah. She did a podcast once, like a year ago, and she used
and
dating
she said
sites.
no mas.
Well, yeah, she used dating sites to plug it and would tell everybody else about it, and then I guess she just kind
Dating
of
sites
stopped.
to plug her podcast?
Yeah, man, she would match with people just to tell them about the podcast, and
Dude,
then
people
string them along.
People put their Snapchat and their TikTok in dating apps. For real.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm out and available to date. Check out my TikTok.
Yeah,
and
it's
then I'm like and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. I believe we have hit the end of our rope here on the Metal Hammer of Doom. Thanks for checking us out. For Jesse Starcher, for Robert Cooper, I'm Mark Radulich. Be well, be safe, and behave.